everybody, and welcome to your video. I'm Dooley Goodell, your meteorologist, and thank you for joining me today on this Tuesday afternoon. Very warm day out there across the upper Midwest and in the Twin Cities. We're going to be looking at maybe the chance of some showers and thunderstorms later on today and throughout the week. We're going to have some off and on again chances of showers and thunderstorms, and some of those storms can be quite robust. We might see a few severe storms later this week as well, and we're going to jump into the severe weather threat across a good portion of the Midwest this week. We're going to take a look at the tropics, and we're going to talk about a little bit of the southwestern monsoon and some of the wildfire smoke that's in the air across the country, especially out west. We do have some fires up in Canada and some fires over some of the mountains over the western United States. We're going to be looking at all of that stuff in today's video, even though we don't have, I can't do a daily video anymore because of my work schedule and my school schedule. Now, my fall semester will start about the 24th or so of August. So I have about just under another month of being off from school before I start my next semester of studies here. So we're going to do a video for you today, and we won't have a video tomorrow because I have a gym appointment after work, and I get off work at 3 p.m. Central Daylight Time. So if we have a video, it's going to be much later in the day, but we may or may not have a video tomorrow. So I'm going to hook you up with today's video and talk about what you're going to see for tomorrow. So let's jump into our first map, and we're going to be looking at some thunderstorms here across the Midwest, and we're going to be seeing these thunderstorms here from Tuesday and from Thursday here this week to Tuesday night. So we're going to be looking at those severe thunderstorms from through Tuesday night. So through tonight, this is what we're going to be seeing is some severe thunderstorms across central and southern Minnesota. We have a marginal risk across central and western Minnesota, a slight risk down far southern Minnesota, Albert Lee to Worthington, Mankato, and so far southern Minnesota, we have the slight risk. That slight risk continues across the state of Iowa mostly, northeastern Missouri, central and western Illinois, but we have a slight risk there across southern Wisconsin, northwestern Illinois, Missouri, Indiana, all the way down into the Appalachians, so West Virginia, Kentucky, down through Tennessee and North Carolina and South Carolina have this marginal risk for severe thunderstorms through the afternoon and into the evening hours. And those primary threat is going to be large hail and some isolated tornadoes will be possible, and we're going to be seeing some localized damaging wind gusts from 70 to 80 miles per hour. And so some very strong thunderstorms are going to be possible this afternoon and through the evening hours, and we're going to be seeing some localized wind gusts in excess of 90 miles per hour. So get ready for some pretty nasty thunderstorms across a major portion of the upper Midwest through the mid-Mississippi River Valley and through portions of the down into the Ozarks and into the Appalachian Mountain Range. So get ready for some afternoon thunderstorms. And we're going to see another round of severe thunderstorms again for your Wednesday. So we're going to see severe thunderstorms with isolated tornadoes and large hail, damaging wind gusts up to 80 miles per hour, and we can see some wind gusts exceed 95 miles per hour, especially in this region right here over western Iowa, western Minnesota, we could see the potential for derecho. So we're going to be watching for that potential, and we're going to see a marginal risk for severe thunderstorms across the Ohio Valley as we head into your Wednesday and Wednesday night. And then for Thursday and Thursday night, we have a marginal risk for severe thunderstorms over the Corn Belt. So the Ohio Valley across Michigan, Wisconsin, eastern Minnesota, the eastern half of Iowa, northeastern Missouri, Illinois, Indiana, Kentucky, maybe most of western West Virginia as well. We're going to see the potential for some severe thunderstorms. Isolated tornadoes and hail is going to be the primary threat. We're going to see some damaging wind gusts up to 60 to 70 miles per hour. Some isolated wind gusts up to 80 miles per hour. And so we're going to see those rounds of severe thunderstorms through this week across the upper Midwest and in the Ohio Valley. So from the Dakotas across Minnesota, Wisconsin, Michigan, Ohio, Indiana, Illinois, Missouri, Iowa, Arkansas, northern Alabama, Mississippi, Georgia, Tennessee, Kentucky, North Carolina, West Virginia, western Pennsylvania, and South Carolina. So all of those areas, we can see some heavy rain and some severe weather through the remainder of the week. It is going to get very hot across the Southwest and the Western Plains as we see that monsoon moisture continue to be a factor, and we're going to see very hot weather across the western United States, all the way up into western Canada, into the Canadian Rockies. We're going to see that hot weather, and the potential for fires expand and continue and even get worse. But things will be wetter across the Great Lakes and the upper Midwest. So as that jet stream rounds over the top of the ridge, we're going to see that cool, not necessarily cooler weather, but much wetter weather as weather systems traverse the axis of the western ridge. So we're going to see a long wave trough over the east, and that's going to bring showers and thunderstorms periodically through the east. And we're going to also see wetter weather across the southeast, so the Carolinas down through Georgia and into Florida as well. We're going to see showers and thunderstorms. Several inches of rain is going to be possible over that region this week. And in the tropics, so we have to watch the tropics because we have a tropical wave or two coming across the Atlantic. We got this tropical wave that's going to be making its way across the Atlantic towards the Caribbean Sea and some of the Caribbean islands. And what's going to happen is we're going to see a lot of dry air in place in the mid-levels, in the upper levels, mostly because of the Sahara dust that's coming across the Atlantic from Africa as well. So we're going to see lots of wind shear. So we're not looking for a whole lot of action as far as tropical development is concerned this week because of mostly unfavorable conditions. But we will see several tropical waves work across, and what those are going to do is bring unsettled weather through the Caribbean from the Bahamas over into the eastern Caribbean. We're going to see unsettled weather with a lot of thunderstorms. So if you have cruising interest and you're cruising out there, so you're going to be watching for scattered thunderstorms. And got to talk about the drivers of our summer, the weather this time of the year is the Azores and the Bermuda High. And depending on the position of the high determines a lot the activity and the direction that the storms travel. Now, this high primarily sits over this region, and when it's smaller, we tend to see those storm systems turn toward the north and the northeast a little bit further out to sea. But if the high pressure center is bigger, covers a bigger area, those storm systems tend to work their way closer to the U.S. mainland and across the Caribbean across Cuba, Bermuda, and the Bahamas, and over the eastern and southeastern U.S., we tend to see the risk for landfalls become more intense, and the potential for major hurricanes increases as well. Category 3, 4, and 5 hurricanes becomes more likely in that scenario. We also call that the Cape Verde season as well. And Wednesday, we're going to see dry weather up in Canada. So Ontario and Quebec will have a stretch of dry weather on Wednesday, but we'll see showers and thunderstorms along the St. Lawrence River Valley and into the Northeast and New England. Showers here over the Mid-Atlantic, but we're going to see showers and thunderstorms and some severe weather over the Southern Great Lakes and the Ohio Valley and through the Corn Belt. So Ohio, Indiana, Illinois, Michigan, Wisconsin, Minnesota, Iowa as well. We're going to see showers and thunderstorms this week and on your Wednesday. And we're going to see that flash flood risk there as well because of the repeated rounds of severe thunderstorms that's expected. So the rounds of thunderstorms are going to produce lots of heavy rain as we have an abundant moisture source off the eastern Atlantic and the Gulf of Mexico. So we're going to see very wet thunderstorms produce downpours of with heavy amounts of rainfall. So we're going to see a pretty good shot at some flash flooding. So we're going to see travel disruptions, these locally heavy showers and thunderstorms, and the storms could provide some drought relief through some locations as well. And we're going to see that frequent downpours in the Mid-Atlantic through parts of the Northeast, the eastern half of the United States, as we have a trough developing in the east. And as we head through Friday and then through the weekend, we're going to see that trough drop down across the Mid-Atlantic and through the southern Ohio Valley. So that trough will extend down through Kentucky, Tennessee, parts of West Virginia, Old Virginia, and into the Mid-Atlantic. So Maryland and Delaware and New Jersey will be under the influence of that trough. So that's going to be add to those frequent downpours as we're going to have an area of low pressure working its way along that jet stream as well. And that is your weather forecast for your Wednesday, and a look into your for your Tuesday, and look into your Wednesday as well as down the line for the rest of the week. Dooley Godot reporting for you live here. So thanks for watching. Leave your likes, comments, and subscribe to the channel. We're on TikTok and YouTube. Bye-bye, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.